So what's up, guys? This is Narutobase Podcast, episode 4. And I'm the creator of this monstrosity, and I'm Broly.
Yeah, and I am, as always, CK, and I was gone last time because I'm not black, so that's cool.
Well, this is L speaking, and I wasn't in the other one either, because I'm not black.
Black though. What's for a black guy?
None of us are.
Kerrah,
Yeah,
who you are?
My name's Kerrah.
We're brown,
I'm
so
black
we just
by
don't
heart,
follow.
but I really didn't deem that, enough to be.
In the
Black.
I did that one as well.
It's funny, because if you ask any Dane, anyone who's not white is just black per definition. Like, you're not an Arab or, like,
Yeah.
an African, you're just black.
You're just black.
I am
And
so
over
sorry.
there, if you're not Arab or anything, you're just white.
I am so sorry for that piece of shit that I uploaded last week. It was awful. I hated it. I hated every second of it. I really didn't want to upload it, but people kept begging me to do it, so I did it anyway.
Yes, but we're going to try and make it better this week, and we're going to
We
try
have to
and
redeem
start.
ourselves now.
Exactly.
I'm LA.
Wait, we're missing one guy.
Yeah, LA.
Go ahead, LA, do it.
God damn it.
Hi, I'm LA. Yeah. Bye.
And nobody even cares. You're like the worst. You're like
Sorry.
the worst rated character in the series. Like the top two people care about. Is
Yeah,
me and ZK.
you got neglected, man.
If this,
Oh,
was a,
Broly.
if this was a cartoon, me and ZK would be the main characters. Where's Naruto?
Boost my
and
ego.
Sasuke?
Boost my ego. I'm touching my nipples.
I'd be a side character.
This is great. This is great.
LA,
Anyway,
I'd be like that one side character that people like.
Yamato.
No, you'd be the weird
No.
side character.
Kerrah is Kakashi.
Okay.
People, please. We're supposed to talk about a forum, okay?
All right.
So we
Alright then, let's start.
we got like 4 topics this week, and the first one is why people act like douchebags in the ninja world, and
Douchebags.
and I honestly, yes, I did suggest this, but no, it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the Road to Paradise thread where Flash 07 has decided to just be, a lucky guy who for some reason can cross like thousands of square miles of forest and miraculously find 2 people walking through the forest. I think it's great.
1-0, mate.
I think
He had
it's just
such luck.
fucking Sherlock Holmes, all the way.
Winning 1-0, guys.
And I just think it's hilarious that we have this culture on NB that says like no one can pass. You cannot go through the Borderlands without being stopped. I mean, I know it's a shit argument, but how do the villages like get food or visit people from other
The trees
nations?
have
man?
eyes.
This is why,
Trees of eyes. Shit.
because they only care about fighting. There's only the people do in villages.
There's no story aspect of it.
Just fight. There's no stories. They're just fighting all the time. There's no
The
eating.
place is just hellhole.
It is actually.
All you do is fight in Konoha.
Yeah, you go in there to fight.
Because I remember when, let me just be an old fag here. Back in 2010 when, people couldn't even differentiate.
Fag.
Yeah, they couldn't even differentiate between themselves and their characters. It was like if you insulted someone, they would just, say, oh man, I'm a beat your ass on NB. I'm a come and steal your bio. It was really pathetic. People just flexing their internet muscles and trying to be the best they could be.
I really don't understand
Keyboard
how
warriors.
people fuel their anger on fighting an NB. Like, I can't comprehend that.
It's just
It's
Man.
just like, if someone's arguing with me and mocking me, why would I fight them on a forum?
and why would
Slap
anyone
the hell
be
out of
scared of that? I mean,
Yeah.
I'll steal your bio. Sure, you steal my bio.
So
I
what?
don't give a
Yeah,
shit.
and then
Proves
what?
who the alpha male is, you guys. That's why.
Yeah,
It's an ego thing. It's an ego thing, man.
I
It
am
is
the
an ego
forum
thing.
alpha male.
But
I don't know.
pride.
It's better
As a
than
black
being
man.
like not being an alpha male in real life. At
Except,
least
Yeah.
you have some
At
sort
least
of
be a
ego.
Going down.
at least be a
I
pretend
guess, yeah, I
alpha
guess
male
you could
then.
say that. Oh,
There's-
Ibrahimovic! Oh, shit.
oh god, but yeah, people act like total douches in the ninja world because of this culture we have. I mean, and we could so easily change it. I mean, we have literally no rules about RP on NB. I mean, I could literally just without breaking any rules, I could say, hey man, I have 10,000 NPCs, an army of fucking NPCs that do follow my every bidding, follow my every command. Because there are no rules about NPCs, for example. I can play any character I want to, as long as it's not my bio. I mean,
Yeah, pretty much.
we could do so many cool things on NB, but we don't.
When it comes down to it, they won't even like acknowledge the NPCs. It's like, oh, you can't use those. They don't have anything to do with fighting or anything. They'll basically say you're metagaming when basically all that goes on in the ninja world anyway is metagaming in the first place.
Yeah, like really, just terrible. But instead of focusing on the bad things, we could focus on the good side of this. And you should, because if you think the RP is bad now, again, just consider how much we've like developed it. Because the fact that we're actually talking about something like metagaming is actually a huge leap in just knowledge about RP. Because again, just fucking 1.5 years ago, no one would even have thought about, hey, if I know it, of course my character knows it. It's just self-evident. But this is supposed to be a role-playing forum, but people just think of it like as a place where they can pretend to be ninjas. It doesn't really matter what bio they have. It's just a medium for their abilities. Exactly. No one wants to be the bad guy. No one wants to lose.
I'm a bad guy.
Thank you, Broly.
Yeah,
you don't want to
love it.
lose.
Bad guy.
I
Being a
love
bad
it.
guy.
As a matter of fact, like when I was just starting, when I just did my Broly bio, like that was like my main goal. I was like, I'm gonna be the one bad guy in this whole system because nobody is really just a douchebag to everybody for no reason, just a straight out villain. So I decided
So you
that
just
I was
wanted to
gonna
be the bad guy.
I decided I
I'm
was
a
gonna
very
be that
bad guy.
person, and it's not working because people like that act. They like to see a douchebag just go out and do what he says he's gonna do and just be an asshole
Yeah,
to
but like,
everybody.
let's say you're like
So
a
you-
douchebag on the outside, but inside we all know you're like a little sweet, like caring black dude. No, it's like not really that threatening. And like,
No, because people never.
Okay.
No one ever plays that their character is threatened. I mean, everyone's always just chill and cool. Have you noticed how many characters like have the traits that like, oh, I'm never scared of anything. I just take it. My character's always chill.
like 95% of the RP.
My character, 95% of all characters are chill. They're orphans.
They're all good guys.
They have a psychotic side,
And
and they're super
and they have
powerful.
super
There's
intelligence
something wrong in the
and
brain, and they're really strong.
Prodigies.
too.
Everybody's a prodigy. It's just so terrible.
Everybody.
I'm a sarcastic dude.
It's like,
LA is
good.
a skeleton.
Yeah, a
it's
skeleton
good.
with a suit
I love it.
You forgot the hat. Oh my god.
and a hat.
And a hat.
And a
What a
cat.
development. We've become better.
We have.
Somewhat better.
Yes. And we will continue to get better, but it would be great if we could get that goddamn Ninja World rewamp just going.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah, the
No,
revamp that just never seems to
I
happen.
mean, Chris said that Christmas release will happen, so I'm saying, like, 2016, 17.
I think
Yeah, just-
I think you were
Let the
talking about
anime,
2016,
Let
yes.
the anime finish, and then
I remember when we thought that it would happen by New Year's. It's been 3 months.
Look, the reason it hasn't happened yet is because Chris would have done it, but he's really distraught that Guy might die in the manga. So he's really that really just took him back on all his work.
that must be something.
No, but
He's
again,
really
I mean, okay.
distraught.
But I don't really, I can't really take that seriously because again,
No,
all
don't
he
take
has
it
to
seriously.
do
That's not the reason.
no,
That's,
but
obviously that's not the reason.
no, I know it's not the reason. I'm just fucking going with you here. But all the mods have to do to keep their projects rolling is to either ask for volunteers or just fucking recruit some people. Like just reach out to the community, say, hey, we have this project here. Would someone want to help with that? Want to write something? Want to
Yeah,
brainstorm
well, that
with
ain't
us?
happening.
That ain't happening.
I don't
And
think
it's-
they only trust very few people, and even people.
But
And themselves, of course.
But they don't have to trust. It's got nothing to do with trust. I mean, I can hate the people I work with,
Exactly.
but I know that they can, they can have ideas that I did not necessarily think of. It's,
like even
yeah.
people that would be good as mods, like Gobi. Like I keep hearing they won't let Gobi be a mod because some people don't like him or something like that. Like he's too lazy or something. I
yeah,
don't know.
because
I think he'd be perfect
staff
as a
worries
mod.
about public opinion. Sure,
Too
they do.
lazy?
I mean,
What?
everybody.
I mean, take it from me, that guy's not lazy.
I know.
Yeah,
I mean,
isn't it ironic? The first thing they're worried about is him being too lazy, and then they have Xylon, who hasn't signed in like 4 months.
Exactly.
and
Xylon
just-
hasn't been on since 2013, man.
No,
And
but he's
seriously-
too lazy. He's not gonna do any work. That's why we don't want him as a mod. Fuck you.
if they
guys.
worry about, and if they worried about
Jeez.
public opinion, they would have. Oh god, if they worried about public opinion, you know, there were so many mods that would have been demodded by now.
Why?
I mean,
if they were worried about
yeah.
public opinion,
I mean,
this would have been
so-
demodded immediately.
So it is
Dante.
it is total bullshit to say that they worry about general opinion and or laziness, because both
Yeah.
are obviously not a problem here. But that does not mean that the mods are incompetent.
No, that's just
I'm
Vincent.
not saying
It's
that
Vincent. He's
because
the only one.
I've
Hey,
kind
Mr. Unbanned.
I've kind of promised Scorps that I won't be a dick, so I won't disagree or agree with that. I would just like to say, just on air, that I have nothing against any mods, and that, you know, I fully intend to work with the staff in all matters concerning the RP.
You couldn't say that with a straight face, could you?
Yeah, no, I couldn't. And Scorps, would you please release my family now, please, please? I like to see my wife again. I beg you, man.
Oh
I
man.
just,
His
I love
fan,
her.
wife,
Somebody
his
3-0.
fan wife
Wait, is it
misses him.
4-0?
oh
Yeah,
god.
it's 4-0.
his DK's fan wife misses him.
No, that's... I don't think he
Anyway.
has a wife.
So guys, so our next topic. This has been
Yes.
this has been building up a lot of steam on Skype.
And it's
If
what
you-
I'm
if-
gonna be quiet about.
if you haven't been on Skype, if you haven't
Okay.
been on Skype, you might not know about this. But this has been building up a lot of steam there, and it's Dante.
It's
Has a-
DKD, the Decline King Dante.
Dante.
The
has apparently-
declininator.
People
Wait,
are
did you say...
getting
Oh, yeah, good.
people are getting really fed up with Dante declining every
It didn't only
Vibrate.
produce Steam, but it also produced memes.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
What?
peop-
Oh,
people
Oh, the
really,
memes was so dead.
The memes
Oh,
were
God.
classic,
Shit
man.
alone.
I
I
don't know
created a
about
bunch
this
of
obviously
memes.
because I don't submit customs that much, but Skaze has actually made a petition to get Dante demodded. And
Yeah.
it actually has like 30 or 40 signatures on it. I mean, I'll put it in the description after this, but it's actually got a lot of support.
And let me just say that it is possible that a petition might actually work, because when we had the there was at a time when Nexus tried to impose a
yeah.
35 roof on how many
TJ,
custom juices
yeah.
you
Yeah.
could have.
And then you had a
Like
petition.
every
And
roleplayer on
Yard
the base.
started a petition, and I kind of sent it around, and a lot of people signed. We were over 100, and finally we actually, like, it was the first time I think that, you know, members actually had like some power. It was great.
say,
It
yeah.
was just, yeah, it was great, man. But it was revoked. But of course we were told that we were total dicks for doing it, and, you know, we had no understanding of the RP, and fuck us, and, you know, terrible people. But, you know, we actually got something done. So I think if
But in the end, it
Scotza gets
worked.
this going, yeah, it works. So if Scotza gets this going, like really going, I think it could
Yeah.
actually happen.
Put
Perhaps.
the link to the petition in the description.
Yeah, totally. I'll definitely do that so you guys can see it. There are also some very funny signers on there. Apparently every mod,
Ryujin signed it
including-
himself.
including every mod, including Dante, support him being demodded. Dante has signed a petition to get himself demodded.
He signed a petition against himself.
Which
I
is
guess-
obviously not a hoax. I mean, just like the DM Caliburn sent calling me a bitch ass nigga. Obviously, that's so legit. All of that is so legit.
I had the
Definitely not a
screenshot.
hoax.
Definitely not a hoax.
Why he sent it to me, I'll never know, but I did
I
have a
never know.
screenshot.
He just decided, okay, let's send it to Broly then.
Yeah.
Callie just wanted to blow off some steam, you guys.
Yeah.
Give him a
Yeah,
break.
it's like, okay, let me just
And
let me
Broly
just
was
send it to Broly.
Yeah. Broly is my
PM
first
Broly.
choice.
ZK is a bitch ass nigga.
Oh god.
But I mean, if you don't like Dante declining all your stuff, which apparently that's all he's been doing, just go sign a petition.
DNR, not only declining, but do not resubmit.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
guys
I
are
don't know.
really,
Didn't know what
you
DNR
guys are
stood for.
really screwed because I'm pretty sure that's
With no
the only,
reason.
I'm pretty sure that's the only thing Dante does in the RP is check custom. I haven't seen him do anything else at all.
Well, yes,
Except
he
get
takes
except get
EMS.
beaten by Kerrah.
Yeah, and he takes EMS tests. That's
Yeah,
pretty much the three things he does.
He got beaten by Kerrah and then takes EMS tests. That's what he does.
That's what he does. But
He's also
yeah.
Oh wait.
Probably.
But I don't. Yeah, sorry. I think I just interrupted you there,
go
bro.
ahead, I don't care.
But yeah, I don't really know. I just think it's a funny thing because contrary to popular beliefs, a lot of customs have been declined over the years, and it's been like this kind of culture towards just declining things. It's become more obvious over the years and lately, but it's not a new thing. I mean,
guys, maybe Dante
seriously.
is just disgruntled and he's just taking it out on you. Just give the guy, just give
Yeah, I
the
was
guy
like,
a break.
fuck this, decline all these customs.
He might have problems with like his wife at home. He's just like, you know what? I'm gonna show her. I'm gonna show her by declining all of these customs. No
Or
one
it
can
could
use
just,
customs.
or man, it could be legit because a lot of people have been saying, or were saying back in the day, it's like, oh shit, soon there'll be no more ideas left to do. What if that is actually true? That there's just been
And
submitted
then it's actually happening right now.
that there are simply nothing left to do
Left
other
to
than
do.
because there's been really there are
So
so
many
many
customs made.
hundreds of pages. Like if you combine the new thread with the old custom thread, there are thousands of pages, each containing hundreds of customs each.
Well,
Like
if there's
so
things like
many.
what's going on with the custom elements, people just submitting stuff that already exists, like lava, and there's that
Yeah.
going on. Then
I think
I
the
can see
custom
that.
elements are well looking. Cali's doing it good.
But
I don't
what?
even know anymore, man.
Like he knows what. Like that's a tough thing to check because
You have
Yes,
to
it's
do
a-
research and
Kelly
shit.
is doing good at like.
Kerrah, your mic is just a piece of shit, and I'm
It broke
kind
off.
of.
Yeah.
It broke off like yesterday.
Oh, I'm so sad. Sad for
no.
you.
Such
Sorry,
bad luck.
lady.
But yes, it is a hard thing to especially when people submit. I'm sorry, yes, but bullshit like supernova element, and you have to research fucking quantum physics to understand why you have to decline it. Just like the more you read about this, the more you realize that this is just
Antimatter.
bullshit. Yeah,
The whole
Antimatter.
Just-
yeah.
Don't get
Remember the physics.
yeah.
Remember the physics debate between Caliban and Mugen Ryuku over
He went up and it was
antimatter
like, yo, Gali, I wrote a theory up.
I wrote a theory.
I got like an A
in
on my
high school,
theory.
and I won a trophy for it.
I don't. Oh god, it would have been so cool if he had actually accepted that reasoning. Just said, okay, that's cool.
Okay, just show me your trophy and I'll
Yeah.
accept it.
Let me just let me just make up a petition for you to get the Nobel Prize in Physics, and we'll send it.
Over antimatter as a custom element.
Yeah. We
So,
hereby award this year's Nobel Prize in Physics to Mugen Ryukyu of Narutobase for his work
NB.
on antimatter.
NB Nobel Prize. On NB as a custom element.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You can start the business. Hire a theory.
so
The whole kind of paradigm. But yes,
Ho.
ho, you ho. But yes, I think that pretty much makes up the second topic. So let's move on
well,
to something that's
for the
What?
next part, with the next topic,
Oh, yeah.
I like to apologize because I bought into the hype of Sharin Doik, and I believe that he was actually going to live up to all the hype everybody had for him and beat Negative Knight, and I was wrong about that.
But
I
in
don't-
his defense, he did not use the Nakura Susanoo.
He should
So
have.
he
There's
should have.
no
Yeah,
reason-
he didn't use them forbidden techniques
Let me tell you
of the
guys.
Nakura.
Like a couple months ago, Chris fought Negative Knight, and he only used Nakura techniques, and he just demolished Negative Knight. It wasn't even close to a fight. He just smacked him. He just smacked him out of the water.
Yeah.
And Sharin Doik has access to all those same techniques, and there is no reason he should have lost to Negative Knight at all. And now I'm starting to think that Sean is just
Valhalla Priest,
hype because of all the Wallies or something. I don't know.
No, trust me, Negative Knight he is really
I know
Yeah,
because
he is
like,
really
like
competent.
his Earth teacher, amazing.
Yeah, and
It
his
was me, obviously. I'm just saying, like
the way he has, you got to give him credit for the way he has developed the Kakutsu bio.
it's
No
just
one,
Indeed.
no one has put so much work into a Kakutsu bio as he has.
it's just
That is dedication.
I remember like last year, Sean Dork was like off the map. Like no one really knew what he could do. And then, like all of a sudden, he started doing these wallies, right? And then people expected him to do it. And I think he did. He started making more wallies because people expected him to do it. And then when he started doing that, he got like all this hype out of nowhere, and people just
And
started
honestly,
believing he was amazing.
yeah, and how effective are Wallies? Because I had a period of Wallies too, and it was bullshit. Because you end up describing shit that doesn't matter anything, and in the end, it becomes a question of does your opponent pay enough attention to your wall of bullshit? Just a wall of
no, those are really
bullshit.
good with more, like Bodhi. Okay.
We know who?
No, Bodhi, the guy from.
Baldy.
Yeah, Baldy.
Oh, from it.
Yeah.
Oh, Baldy. Yes, of course.
He
of
writes
course.
huge wallies.
And he's good. Those
Yeah.
people that are like, oh, I perform a hand seal as I ponder on mode. My blood rushing through my body, my sweat down my face like a coursing river. I stared into the eyes of my opponent.
Swear that's a
as I
song,
knew-
Kerrah.
and as I knew that he was my,
Oh yeah,
victim.
but I think that's not as much, that's not as much skill in battle as it's that he incorporates his character into the battle. That his character has, I don't know, doubt about a battle, or he's, I don't know, sweating because it's hot or some shit. That's cool, but it's RP, it's not battling, and I think we should really differentiate between people who are good at role playing and people who are good at battling, because it's not
Yeah,
the
that's
same
true.
thing.
It's
Yeah,
not the
it's
same
really
thing,
not.
that's true.
It is,
Wallies
and
are going to
personally-
develop so
personally-
much.
Personally,
that
wallies
they're-
don't really affect me because I mean it's just reading. I don't.
Yeah.
That's like when Kumo came to Kiri and they're like, we're gonna stall them for 5 days because that will make them worse at fighting. I don't know who thought that was gonna work. It's just we're not making real time decisions, so I don't understand why that was supposed to hurt us.
Again, strategy on NB usually is just,
Guys got kind of impatient.
people. Have you noticed how many people form teams? It's always been, mandatory that everyone forms teams for some reason, and they're never used for anything, and they never matter for shit because
They really don't.
no one ever fights team battles anymore. Not after Scary Yamato pretty much made it. He just nullified the advantage of being multiple people. There is no advantage. I mean, if you are,
Yeah.
you can again use only 3 jutsus per move, and that's cool, I guess, if you're 1 or 2. But if I am 6 ninjas on one team, I can literally only use half my force every move, and I have to protect
in
the same
first
amount of
place,
people.
Like 6 on anything isn't allowed. It's only up to 3.
Yeah, but it should be. I mean, it's so simple.
Who's gonna
and
accept
I just,
a fight with
That's the
6
whole point of
people in it?
tactics.
Who's gonna accept
it's
a
not-
fight with 6 people?
It's not about accepting. It's about being in a situation where, hey, I am 6 on 1 and I can't flee from this because
Well,
I'm
yeah,
surrounded.
I think that you should be able to force 3-on-1, 4-on-1, whatever situations, but you can't do that now because if you walk up to someone, you have 3 people in your group, they can go get 2 other people.
Yeah, exactly. And
So that
is
kind of takes the
again.
realism out of it. If you
It
can't
really
force a 3-on-1 fight.
Yep.
I don't know. I can just sigh. I really I have no I have so little left for these kind of issues. I can just sigh and say, you know what, the mods they don't
Fuck
want
this.
our help. It's obvious they don't want our help and they don't want to listen to most of what we have to say. That's okay, because they know best. So let them do their
So I
thing.
guess now in Curie, Negative Knight is the what the hell do they call that shit?
Mitsukage.
Mizukage.
He's the
Yeah.
Mizukage now because Sarndork already got voted out. So I mean, even if
Yeah.
he won, he still
He
wouldn't
might
have been
have
Kage.
lost fight because he got.
Yeah, he might have just
Yeah.
quit because I mean it wouldn't matter. He's still not gonna be the Kage. So
No, again, it's a popularity contest. If you win the vote, you win. It doesn't matter if
Like
you
you
lose the fight
said,
or anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
So,
might have just gave
yeah.
up.
but yeah, I would just like to take the opportunity to regarding Yukages. We have a great village called Sunagakure, which has now become the home of the role players. We call it the Celestial Empire, and I've been writing for fucking days and nights
DK trying to
create
make you
a great
cry.
environment. Yeah, I am trying. I am trying, Mr. Autobot. I'm trying to make you cry. So please, people, come and roleplay. That would be cool. Come to Suna. We're great people.
Yeah, I heard
You have-
the-
you have
I
sand-
heard
you have
the
sand
worker
cookies.
also got a new
Yeah,
target.
thank you.
I heard Suna.
You have
Sponsored
sand
by-
cookies.
I heard Suna has a secret weapon that can tank S ranks and still fight. You guys,
Well, they call it.
You can
They
jump
call it
40
Kelvin.
meters high.
Yeah.
Make you jump 40 meters high, yeah. And then like a Greg moment.
And they call you the Michael Jordan of NB.
Greg the asteroid.
Greg the asteroid. Was that it? Is that the end? Is that what we're done talking about, Kiri?
Yeah.
I
I mean,
hate-
Yeah, pretty much.
because funnily or amusingly, nothing has really changed. I mean, Negative Light made an introducing thing post in his thread where he took over the village. But other than that, we've really heard nothing from Kiri. But on the other hand, we've heard nothing from Suna either. Nothing has really happened. I mean,
No, it really hasn't.
Yeah.
it's actually
Everybody's-
been quiet.
everybody's waiting for the revamp.
Yeah, seriously. I hope and think, I really think something will happen when the revamp. I hope it'll just, start a
Everybody's waiting
for
cascade
that.
of events.
I hope the revamp is cool. It should be cool. At
So
least
let's
what I've
cross
seen.
fingers that the hype for the revamp, turns out to be true and to be fulfilling.
As
So-
awesome as we think it would be.
Yeah.
Some scheme, like, we're waiting for the hype to die out, so then he'll post a
Exactly.
Yeah, so no one has any expectations.
Yeah.
The key to being
Um,
successful is to lower everybody's expectations.
Yeah.
That's why
and
The
then
Simpsons
suddenly.
has gone on for 17 seasons.
That's how you
Nice
do it.
Yes.
example, man.
That was pretty much topic 3.
So
we
now-
have a
We're supposed
We-
to just like,
we
do
have-
whatever.
No, we have a topic 4.
We
We
do?
have Broly's Banania.
Banania.
As Kerrah wrote it. That was great.
Oh, I thought I was too boring to talk about. I thought nobody wanted to hear about Broly.
I mean, like,
No.
I mean.
Yeah, but you've
okay,
been banned
what
for
we
like
said- what we said initially
2
was
weeks now.
fine because it's a subject, like, no one gives a flying fuck, so.
I'm surprised
You
no
guys,
one's attacked
have
you,
you
man.
guys noticed how bored everybody's been getting since I've been going? Have you guys noticed everybody keeps saying they're bored now that I'm not there?
I think you're just
Oh,
noticing.
the feedback.
You're
the
just
feedback
noticing
thread.
it now.
The tournament.
Yeah.
No, it's me. It's me.
I think you're just noticing it now because you're banned, and then you're ascribing it to yourself. Just
No,
like, yeah, I'm
You're
so
bored.
important.
Chris,
Whatever makes you sleep at night, whatever lets you sleep at night, literally, it's okay.
bored.
It's okay.
Everybody's bored now because Broly's not there to make everybody stay better.
Caliburn sent that to you in a PM, didn't he?
He did.
Envy is the same without you, man. Come back, please.
We need you back.
We need you back, man.
He messaged me,
Please.
told me that he's working on my band situation because he just needs
I
me.
wish I had the power to bring you back.
But I can't fight the system.
Control.
This red name doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it's just a red name, actually.
It's just a red name. It's just there for the show.
He doesn't have any other options. He's working on it. He can't do anything about it. Okay,
Yeah.
guys. I know you
But-
want me to so
So
badly.
To be honest, I just imagine Broly with teddy bears and name tags and he's punching them all and all the names.
But yeah, I mean, NB has actually just again grinded to a halt. It's been a while since something really interesting happened,
massive.
and I mean,
It,
And
it
still the
feels
CE
almost as
thread
if
is
like
closed.
a giant figure in the RP has suddenly disappeared, doesn't it?
hardy har, Broly,
That's-
hardy
that's what
I
it
har.
think
feels
it's
like
become
to
a
me.
bit better now, Like, I feel
I just-
Less Broly.
yeah.
I
feel
just
less
wish that
Broly
two
is-
things would happen. I wish that the Suna Konoha war would finally end, that Mugen would just fucking
Wow,
go home.
is it not over?
Guys
Y'all-
won't
y'all
let it.
doing
No,
that?
because Mugen is still sitting on his ass in Suna, and fucking Venom and Typhon are still fighting. Just please die
To the death.
so we can get on with it. I
Well,
love them.
you know,
To the death.
you guys are
To the death.
underestimating a shinobi's will to fight on. That's why Typhon took that S rank directly
The
and is still
Shinobi's
fighting.
will.
How do you take an S rank direct? I just don't understand because these
Honestly-
are the things that are supposed to kill, and you get hit immediately with an S rank, and you
But
still fight.
I spoke to Reborn about it, just privately, nothing big, just about his logic for why Typhon is hit with an S rank, and apparently it's I was actually surprised. I understand the logic, but it just hit me in the wrong way, because apparently an F ranked has the power of 2 S rank jutsus. That means that Typhon actually protects himself. He has an S ranked shield. All in all, apparently he has an S rank defense, but he's still hit with an S rank because F ranked are double as powerful, and that effectively means that damage points have absolutely no say in our
Of course
RP.
they don't. You know that?
But
feel
that
like that.
also means that, per definition, jutsus that increase a technique's damage points, for example, if I don't know, the lightning armor from the Raikage doesn't actually have any effect because it doesn't increase the rank of the technique.
It just increases the damage.
But that doesn't matter apparently.
Welcome to the RP, ZK. Things don't make sense.
They don't really make sense, but it's apparently it's they base the logic out of Isuna's guide, how 2 A ranked jutsus combine and become an S rank.
Make an S rank. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Which is also pretty fucked. Why don't they just give it?
Yeah.
Why don't they just give it 30 plus, like 60 plus damage or something? I don't know, 40 plus damage. Just make a plus system instead of the rank. God
I
damn
think
it.
they're working on it. Well, I heard. Well, that was like a couple months ago when I heard they were working on it. So they're probably
Yeah.
not.
So we'll see it in 2018 or something.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe
Yeah,
2020. You never know.
Yeah.
This
If-
like one of
if
them
we're
might need
still
a day
here-
off, so it might be 2018 or something like that. 2020.
if we're still here by 2018, please kill
And if
me.
we're still alive.
If Putin hasn't, initiated World War III and killed us all.
World
yeah.
War 3, yeah. And if, yeah, World War 3. I
Hold on
mean,
today.
what can we do then?
What can we do? We can be an NB. That's what we can do.
And use our custom elements to defend the world.
Speaking of
Like
mistakes,
good with our custom elements.
You
speaking
can't
of
kill me in
mistakes-
war. I'm the Kazakage.
Empyrean wind, bring it.
Make each one have fight with 3 people.
You
he
can't
has to
zap
go
me. I
home.
can use this
We can't fight armies, we can only have 4 fights in a war.
Yeah. And we can only fight one-on-one. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
only
not-
want to walk away.
So you'd
from
be
the
like,
battlefield.
you guys just wait there while I fight this guy, and when I'm done with him, I'll take on you next.
speaking
Hey,
of
you can't-
mistakes, I told everybody that Crush was gonna fail his EMS test. I told everybody that was gonna happen. I was right. Once again, like always.
Like always, says the guy who
Always.
thought Sharin Dog would win.
That was that
Oh,
didn't
yes.
count.
oh,
That
Yeah,
doesn't
so you
count.
were wrong.
Yeah, he dropped.
That was
Nice.
that didn't count. That was like a trial run.
Trial run, yeah. So yeah, the feedback thread.
Oh yeah, for the Thai tournament.
Oh yes, the feedback thread from the tournament.
Okay.
So
The
apparently,
thread just went crazy.
apparently
I mean-
Styles did something. Styles
I mean, at
Payton.
the beginning, it was like a few people spoke about the tournament, like in a formal manner. Like me, I think it was Lily, Loki, and everyone was like, okay, this is bad.
It was
And then
it was serious at first. At first it was serious.
For something. He came in. He was just like, it's bad.
No, the tournament was
He
boring
didn't
and
provide a
shit.
reason. Yeah.
And then everybody started flaming him.
massive
Like
debate.
everybody just
Like,
started
it was just
bashing him.
everyone against him.
What did say?
He just said the tournament was boring, and then even Scorps told him like, yeah, it's because you didn't make it exciting for yourself. And then he just started bashing Scorps, and then Scorps just started bashing him, and then the all-out war went against Solve, and then
And then at
everybody
the end,
started
Fusion
bashing
came in
him.
like, ha ha ha, ha, and then just closed.
Yeah,
It was
and then
mini
and
Russia
then
and America.
yeah, and then
I
Chris
have-
Prince just like copies a thing from Skype that Skay said that says like Zolf sucks, and then like Zolf's like, yeah, everybody can laugh at me, it's okay, it's okay.
Seriously, a victim mentality is the worst thing in the world, and that goes for when mods have it. It goes for when members have it. I hate victim mentalities. I mean, people who volunteer and willingly come to this site and volunteer to do work on it, and then become anal about people asking them to do the work that they volunteered to do.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
just really grinds my gears. And
It grinds your gears.
I'll grind your gears, baby.
yeah, you grind my gears. I'll grind yours.
Oh, God.
But yeah, and people who when the just
Stop playing talk, man.
but speaking of arguments in threads, have you just noticed how just extremely annoying it is when you protest something, and not to make it sound noble, but you say, hey man, I don't think this is cool, and then either Caliburn or a mod makes a wall of text telling you why you suck and you're wrong, and then they close the thread so you can't reply.
So you
That
can't
is-
reply, and
that
then
is
you're just stuck with that.
I just want to tell you why you're
That's how
wrong, but you
mods.
can't reply.
That's how
That
mods
thread
win
back in like
battles.
2000.
It's a great way to
man.
do battle, because you can never be wrong in an argument if you
Yeah.
just tell your opponent to shut the fuck up. It's just
like-
let me just tell
it's
you
like-
why.
It's like doing a move with no counter.
Yeah, exactly. It's a move without a counter, and I think it's kind of sad in that regard. But of course,
F-ranked.
when it degenerates into just a meaningless flame fest where people tell Self he sucks, well, nah. Let's close that shit down. Because please, I think we've told Self that he sucks a lot, so I think it's enough now. Let's just close the thread.
Let's just close the thread and then
stop.
just not allow him to say anything back.
We've he's had his time. He's had his chances. Let's just
Yeah.
stop it now. It's the end. But I actually think that was kind of it.
Yep.
Unless anyone has
You
something
guys,
interesting
you
to
guys
add.
have any final remarks?
No, I'm speaking. Zika, you said Suna got a new Kage, right?
I'm sorry.
You said Suna got a new Kage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
this,
think Iwa got a new Kage
Yeah.
as well, you know?
Iwa did what?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm not sure.
Yeah, this guy named Kerrah.
Dude, what?
He sounds like a loser. Who needs
He
to
sounds
let-
like a
Yeah.
He
bitch
sounds
ass
like a
nigga.
loser that needs to let me into.
It's
Evo
one of
and
those.
Sumo
It's
at
one
the
of
same
those role
time.
players that you never notice.
I think he will let you in if you aren't banned. You know, I'm just.
Alright, well,
But
I'll look
it's
into
funny,
him.
because that Kerrah guy just a few days ago, he asked me to let him into Suna, but I was like, no, man, you're just too much of a bitch. I can't
yeah.
have you in Suna.
I think he'd make a good addition there.
Great, wonderful.
Great, wonderful. Well,
Wait,
I think
thanks to
No?
Gobi for letting us use his TeamSpeak server.
yes.
Out to him.
And
Thank
thanks
you,
to
Gobi.
NB. Thanks to NB for providing us with an endless source of
platform.
amusement and
Yeah.
aggression and just terrible,
I
terrible
honestly
things.
don't know what I'll do without it though, because I'm on that site like at least 23 hours.
Yeah, and my computer black screens when it does anything else, so NB is the only thing I can do without just getting a black screen.
Shout out to Maru Uchiha. I see what you're doing on Reborn Sensei Test, but you're gonna have to kill him if you want to be in my music video, like we discussed. But that's
And
it. That's it for me.
And as always, hail Satan, and see you next time.